Hello, everyone. We're streaming Bullet, Polytopia, the SGT bracket. Now, one of those we have as a league is that it's not here. It's late for them. All the Europeans are asleep or something. Like, I don't know. The that lives here. No, yeah, this would be a convenient time. We don't have players. It's a short bracket, short stream. We're not going to be here for a long time. Long, long, and I'm all by myself. No one's here. Five friends. She's like, how horrible. No, they're here, but they've decided that they hate me and they don't want to see. They don't want to show me the game for whatever reason. Guys, we're gonna watch Justini and Rats. It looks like they're playing, or Justini's streaming something, anyways. Yeah, his game against Rats. Rats, tell me about this game.
Everything started.
You're not seeing anything in the game.
What? Maybe I just haven't even started yet. Also, is it just Kiko first round, or what's virtual yapping?
Yeah, the tribes that have been posted in the announcement, those are correct. That's just a quirk of the bracket sheet. Now it
Okay.
does say this
So
is
just
for the
Kiko.
round bracket, but we'll get there when we get there. You know what I mean, Rats?
Mm-hmm. Alright. Where the fuck is Kiko?
Are
I
you
don't miss
worried about
Deafen?
this matchup?
No.
Wow,
I'm
not
just
even.
playing. Are we talking about this, or should I Deafen?
You can talk about it. We like your commentary. I mean, I won't say anything, seeing both sides, but
Alright. So got some fruit. I could play Goofy into Lighthouse Orc upgrade and play into Cloaks early, but I don't think that's a smart idea. Let's see what happens. Right, so he reveals... The math is not mathing. He revealed 3 tiles with the first warrior, and he doesn't have... Okay, he doesn't have a second warrior behind that, though. So I could go riding here. Archery's not really an option, because I only have 1 animal. I think this is reasonable. Let's go riding.
Are you telling me I'm missing out on Rats and Justini?
DJ, he can hear you.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm talking about the game, so I mean,
We can't say anything.
yeah.
We know too much.
just don't spoil anything.
Yeah, no, I won't. I'm not even watching. I'm playing the final.
So this works because he only has 1 warrior in the middle. I have 2 because I'm host. This I can kill. He moved that way, which makes me think that... I don't know where he spawned though. There's no way of knowing realistically. Okay, that's good. Does that give me information? Okay, he definitely spawned south. So this should be safe. Let's not get cap sniped to lose the game on the spot, but if he spawns south, I'm not contesting that. I can just grab the lighthouse and play it preservative. Play into Org and just play economy. Don't think I really have to do anything here. Orc is great. Oh, this sucks, but Orc is... I mean, this sucks. It's annoying. I can't claim that. That's actually really bad. Well, that's really bad. Well, that sucks. What do I do? I guess. Sure. I guess. Why does he have vision over there? I mean, okay, he moved his warrior there. That makes sense. Mm. Forest is blocking me now. Yeah, this is really not good. I didn't think this through. Because he's gonna have like 2 cities now. I don't think there's another village here. I don't think that's the case. I think his capital probably is like somewhere like here. And then there's no village in between. But if I don't take the city, I'm gonna be in big trouble here. I have to step on it, but like... He just takes rolls and kicks me off. Or he does that. Which is okay. Let's see what happens. Like, I kind of have to play aggressive here. I need him to take roads. Doesn't take roads. It's just bad. It's just bad. That kills, which is not great. He doesn't even need to take roads now. 13. First, I could just pin a cloak. I mean, let me be honest. Like, I can do this and retaliate that, but like... He just kicks me off it. Cloaks are realistically never gonna hit. Because he's riders. Takes a roll. Did he misclick? That dies, right? Yeah, it dies. Okay, good. I don't know, like, the cloaks realistically should never connect. Yeah, no, I don't get to. Never. This forces those two units to go up, and then this Rider can hit that guy, or he's likely just kills the warrior. I just want the Rider to take some control and take the cloak on a road where he wouldn't expect it. Because I would expect him to think that the cloak is on the edge map exactly. So I can maybe put them here and get away with it, which I shouldn't, but who knows. I can't afford a road, so I mean... it goes over. I need a major fuck up from him to let me cloak that city. He's blocking it, okay. That's expected.
What a game.
Whatever I did here was a huge mess up. That was like really bad.
Yep.
Like it is. I mean, you could also say it's not favored on my side because like I have to go very deep towards
Yep.
him to capture a city, and he's struck in the deep. But like, arguably, I just played that badly. I mean, what else resource did he have? Like those ruins he didn't even gobble up. Like he got this ruin, but at this time this game is already decided anyway, so like it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that was a huge mess up. I played that bad.
It was a very tough game, very tight tactical right out of the opening.
I just went for the village because I didn't think that he was gonna like get there at all, right?
Yeah.
Like if I look at his position, like he has vision, sure, but like, I mean, I guess it just sucks that the village is so close to him that he can contest that, which is quite stupid. And I can't take it because I have no way of unsieging.
I was thinking
Like
about
I just like
on your
don't.
turn 5, instead of going after the rider, just moving yours up to the north to retreat, like keep him off of it for a little bit longer, or at least long enough till you can get
Yeah,
a
that's
unit with
true.
more health on there.
Also, I shouldn't have taken the lighthouse here. I should also not move this guy. I could have used this guy to block, and then use this guy to come over and block, and like I just played that badly. I don't want to look at that game. That was terrible.
Well,
I mean, I'm kind of not from the first like EST bracket here where I just completely got rolled by RNG twice, but this game was fully my fault.
yeah, it's tough. Fortunately, you're still in the bracket. Good luck in the future
You wanna
games.
see what happened here in these two games? So the summary is I have a huge economy advantage because I like in this game I've got
Launch the Mooney.
Hmm?
Okay. It's absolutely
So this
launch
game
the
I've got
Mooney
like
towards the cap.
a huge economy advantage because I don't train a warrior and I take a workshop and he explores. He explores the city, but he gets 2 lighthouses. Good for him. So like, funnily enough, like this actually works out really good for him. And then I'm forced to take climbing here, or else I lose my city because like I can't expand here because I have to stay around. If he takes climbing, I can go back to this mountain and can play it out where he can't actually freeze me. So that I'm forced to take climbing here basically, which is okay. And then how this all develops is essentially this ruin is a swordsman. I have an economy lead against riding, and then I get a swordsman, which is basically useless because he just freezes it, and he gets Free Spirit, a pop rune, and then a 2 turn later he gets a star rune. So my entire advantage is just gone.
Yeah, you still end up getting Gammy's first in this one, yeah?
I mean, the pop rune, if he hadn't gotten the pop rune, I would get Megami before he does. I mean, I did get Megami before he does. But like, because he gets population, it doesn't really matter. And the star rune, the population allows him to get a Gami, which he wouldn't have gotten otherwise for like very cheap.
Yep.
And the star rune allows him to be on par in economy, even though he rushed riding and he got an explore in his capital, and I had the economy advantage early game. So it doesn't fucking matter. And then like at the end, the reason I'm pissed is because he gets a knight 1 turn before I can get my cloak down. Now I can get my cloak down. And he gets the knight because he got free spirit rune. So like he got everything, like cool. And then this game, I was annoyed because I mean, this is okay, like at least they played out their advantage here. So I go for that, which is okay. They kick me off, which is fine. They explore, yada. And I don't turn the unity because I have now with the resources I have 6 stars, so plus 8 is 16. Wait, 6 plus 8 is 4. Wait, what? Math is wrong. That was the math. I make 9 stars per turn. I think. No, I make 8. What am I cooking here? I'm 1 star short to giant anyways. Okay, well I can't even do math anyways, but like they get a star rune, which if you make 5 stars per turn, you can't afford that. But they get a star rune, so good luck. But I couldn't giant anyways. I don't know what I was cooking. But this game,
It's been a tough day. Is it time for us rats to head to the next game?
Yeah.
Vouch was playing. Ooh, your sworn enemy Dazo over in the other bullet.
Whoa, relax on the enemy.
What are we making of this position?
That's
Like
2 giants.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Got riders versus forestry. Like No archers though. Does Daza have riders of his own, or did he just grab these cities of warriors? Not riders, warriors. Yeah, I don't see evidence that Daza picked up any riders. Oh, roads ruin. And usually that's very nice. A couple extra cat population, but well, looks like he's got a forestry as well. So those roads may be the difference in getting a giant or not. The riders are doing a good job keeping the warriors away from the villages, but need some units to defend against these giants coming in. So attacking
We
into.
don't need to. We do have the necessary tech to get the giants everywhere when it's necessary.
Yep.
If you look at it, like the cap is a
Yeah.
giant with roads, and then forestry roads would be giant mid-map, and then the park at the south with 2 lumber huts would also be a giant. Was that a random border growth, like as in, did they not select in time? Or was
No,
it
they
actually
chose that
taken?
border growth. They had like 6 seconds left. So time was getting
Okay.
close, maybe rush decision, but it was certainly their decision.
And they take this 3 times, because like the border growth is by
Yeah.
no stretch a bad play. It's just it prepares for the late game. We increase our giant potential by a huge amount by opening at level 5 sawmill spot on the capital instead of having it at level 3, plus a bunch of other lumber huts that they can place down. Or burned, sailors, if you have cloaks coming in then. Although the question is, if you are going rider roads, how much time you have now moving forward, because you are playing at this economy disadvantage here.
Yeah, and also I think uh the play around here generally, if you get the giants up first, you can use them to turn a game around, get a city from your opponent. If they respond with their own giant, you have some problems. Dazo solved that by getting the two giants right next to each other off the Park of Fortune instead of splitting them up.
Very expensive siege. It doesn't even kill because
Yeah,
of the defense bonus on the rider.
yeah, defense boost. Two full health riders, a-okay for that. The riders with the damaged healths, not so good. And now that's a ton of stars that just went into an attack that didn't work out.
It might be
Generally,
game here, honestly.
yeah. I mean, like Dazo's attack, I thought he was going to go ahead and pick up the riders, team up with Rhodes, road that giant in, but it doesn't work out like that. If Dazo had roaded that giant in, the idea is that a single giant defends against your opponent's one giant if they get it up first. So as soon as they get their giant, maybe you're in a scramble to get your own. But Dazo's got the two giants, and if he can use those two just to take that central city, like Liva, that would probably be game. Now I'm looking at it, and I'm not even sure if a giant is going to come up there in time at all. We're going to see like a giant push happen from that city. Still
We
very
will need,
possible.
we will need to see a monument or either mathematics here on that city, because with that forest being blocked, there's no way of getting a giant with just what we have on that city. And also, let alone the expense, right? I'm not
For
sure if you
sure.
can even afford it with that last turn of the play. We don't even have the park yet. We don't have a capital giant yet, and that's gonna be very expensive to get the roads done if necessary. Like, this is rough. Oh, we do
Gosh, I
have
already got
sawmills. Okay, I don't know.
mathematics.
Okay,
Wait, you
then
already
we're
had
chilling.
math? When did that happen?
I do not know.
And then just another chop, just another warrior, just one more star, just one more star. I think you gotta promote that rider now. I think it's dead otherwise. But either
As
way,
well as 6 HP, we might want to promote that because we do have
yeah.
potentially roads coming in the siege from your opponent, killing a veteran rider that's not promoted.
Both
I would
players
think
are
so. I mean,
struggling with
roads.
those clocks.
Well, that's the economy here. We do have catapults. I mean, yeah, it's...
I think Dazo crashes through that central city even after the giant came out. This is like the whole reason why you get the two giants together. His one giant holds on, but against your two giants, yeah, that central city should be collapsing. Very difficult to see the defense.
Organization could also be shout for Dazo here, because if you look at the east city, the fruit and the killing monument, that's a giant, and also the capital still has 3 fruit on it, right? So with border growth, maybe we reveal the lighthouse as well, then we have potentially another better sawmill spot. There's a nice sawmill spot. If you look at the capital, that one forest that has a lumber hut on it, if you place a sawmill southwest of it where the rider stands, that's a nice market for the second city.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And border
Love
growth by
this.
no means a bad play here, because right now we have like no sawmill spot in the capital. And also border growth would reveal the lighthouse, which is a pain right now to reveal. So we might see organization here from Das, also because it actually opens up a route into cloaks if we want to play that route, or knights, which are the two plays that we can go towards right now from the players. Maybe archers, so there are plenty options. We do see 2 catapults though, slowly filling up the map and pushing the city in the middle.
Yeah, right now
Catapults will come
I'm
in.
seeing a capital siege being very possible here. If the catapult is clearing up those warriors who provided the limit control right now.
I don't think they will be clearing the warriors. He wants to move both warriors, or as well as both catapults forward here.
And he wants to splitting the giants. Just now, if that Park of Fortune drops on that central city with the resources, and you got to block that forest by the sawmill for sure. Hey, with the 2 catapults there, it may not matter too much. It may not be a huge setback, but still certainly unpleasant for Dazo. Still running
Very
out of
unpleasant.
time. Always running out of time.
Some things will never change. Some things never change.
Yeah, and some roads are. I was assuming we were just going to see like a little forest chop
Oh!
to get at that catapult.
I don't have a vision right
Roads
now. I wanna
instead.
put this.
Yeah, not going after the. Not blocking that tile. Big mistake allows this giant to come in. Now with the weakened catapult, this giant's doing a much better job. Yeah, saving the one rider that could be saved. Damaging that giant threatening the capital. It's pretty nice defense, all things considered. Still that central city, the weak point. Get some more giants up to defend, but it all depends on how Dazo deals with like just this number of units around. Does he want to just go after the siege on the capital? I don't think there's any chance. Like I don't think there's a chance Dazo think that's going to hold.
The most preservative place to just like chip down the giants, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we deny income. I mean, I like that too. Like, we deny the income, and
Yeah,
you force them to pop the giant now.
I think it's a fair play. It's just the opportunity cost of killing this warrior. At least unless Dazo can buy roads here, get the other rider into the action. But he is running out of
That's
time,
fine.
so
Like, that warrior doesn't do anything. It just kills the 1 HP of catapult that hasn't much value right now anyways.
yeah.
Right?
I mean, all things
And ultimately, you're gonna be able to get a veteran rider here with that.
yeah, I just prefer my catapult to be alive to being dead, but it goes
I mean, it's
after
1
the
HP.
siege.
Like, let's be honest, it's done its job.
It's like an
It forced
archer
2
though,
rolls
yeah.
from the opponent. Like, it forced 2 rolls from the opponent, and it got the siege on the capital off. Right? It's not too bad.
I expect more from my catapults. Look at how
I don't think
many
there's enough units.
veteran riders they're able to pull off in this game.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
the
there's.
micro department.
Yeah, I think this is game now because there's simply no army left from Dazzle's opponent here.
Yeah. What, 1585, 85, 8?
Like that cap siege actually did pay off here if you look at it, because you deny the 7 stars of income, which is quite significant. You force a giant pop, which means there's not another unit trained in that city. The middle is bricked up with a giant, which is now also getting sieged. There's no army left. And that's Eastern cities also getting sieged now, I assume.
Yeah, the
Right?
veteran swordsman is going to. It should hold too. With the lack of stars, yeah.
Yeah.
And now Dazo's
We
got
also
roads of his own, going after the
build the
veteran.
veteran.
Yeah, no survivors. Very brutal policy from Dazo. Kind of scary guy, but and blocking the sawmill spot, the would-be sawmill spot. Clearing up the first giant. Yeah, absolutely. No survivors. Oh, well, he's running out of time, so never mind.
The game not letting his opponent
Just going to
resign. Here we
resign.
go.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to Dazo clutching out that Kiku game. Nice to see mathematics on both sides. He's so on the straight lines. Wow, we've been averaging one viewer.
Incredible.
Should we watch Icy's game? Wait, how come Reaper wasn't playing Dazo? The sub came in, okay. Well, Justini, you should be playing Dazo right now. In Polaris Bullet. I'm gonna stick around for that, actually. Alright, buddy boy, get to streaming. Oh, Justini can't hear me. Wait, why did Dazo leave? What a guy. To get back in here, or else we might have to we might have to do something. What an extensive friends list. It must be like at least 12 people.
So what next game?
It's right now. It's Polaris Bullet. Polaris Bullet. What else do I need to say about it? Polaris Bullet.
Ugh.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Oh my God, they're starting. Give us your thoughts, not in brief, in detail, long form thoughts about Polaris Bullet.
Uh, a lot of freezing, a lot of dancing,
Mhm.
and a lot of riders.
Fair enough.
and
Classic Mooney
and stuff
meetup.
like this. And that's gonna hurt right away.
So Daza is going to lose that movie for sure. Goes for the workshop and like yeah, I can't get another unit until he affords that workshop. And so the smart play for Justini is moving that Mooney southeast, make it less targetable. But Daza can't play around it like that because there's always a chance that the Mooney northeast freezes both his warrior and Mooney, and then goes after his capital, climbing or something.
Exactly. But he has
So
looked at score, and
plays safe.
I think he can play it.
What? So
That's probably not the
he's
right choice
baiting
there.
the Mooney to move it and freeze Justini's. Then Justini would be able to kill it with his two warriors and keep his own Mooney alive. And if
It's
Daza
just a safe
ignores
option there, really, isn't it?
Daza ignores it, then he just goes ahead, pushes west, and gets a village sooner. Fair enough. This is also looking like one of the barren time maps, much in the way of villages.
Yeah, there's not many indicators suggesting there's much going on.
Yeah, we got one in the north, one in the west. He's already looking at the resign button. Hey, yo, that's kind of early. Whoa! He
Whoa!
doesn't want to play it.
Why?
You know what? He said, I'm in the winner's bracket. I don't need to play this. I'll just play from the losers and skip Polaris Bullet. Fair enough, Ozzy. Fair enough. Justini on a tear, not losing a single game. Rats is playing right now, so I'm gonna go check that out.
Right, what have we got going on here?
Can't say anything if the player's listening to us. Teehee. They're doing regular Polaris Bullet stuff. Oh my god, hunting to get a workshop? The 4 animal is pretty nice, honestly. Yeah, going for an explorer. Like Cymanti and Polaris, I think, are the only tribes where explorer is acceptable. Doubly acceptable is an explorer when you've got 4 animals on your capital and hunting, because that's a path to a quick level 3 upgrade with that lighthouse that he was able to pick up. Now his opponent sees, hey, well, never mind. Rats over here, rats in yellow, sees, hey, they've got vision on this lighthouse. All right. Now this is another game with only 4 villages on the map. The big difference is between where these villages
Rats are
are.
so far away.
Yeah, let's return to Rat's Vision for a second. 2 tiles and no rough terrain, maybe the forest if you count those, separates the village from capital on the southwest side. Northeast side, Rats' side, the Himalaya Mountains are right there, saying no.
Someone's going hiking.
Yeah, so absolutely not a chance that Rats picks up another village early. Rats, yeah, try to play conservatively, go for his own lighthouse quickly. And maybe it's paying off even. It's got the workshop. Doesn't have the second city income, so still down a couple of stars. But the movie is heading towards the capital in a way that's a little scary.
Risky, very risky. But I like this position that Rats is in with his 2 warriors. He can step on that. He can step on that ruin.
He wants to get
Oh no, I didn't see the Mooney.
Yeah. Now, made the safe play, just walk the warriors back. This Mooney cannot freeze anything if it advances, and then the 2 warriors will team up and kill it. So, maybe we'll need it climbing, but it kills that Mooney. Then
Is he just going to support the Mooney?
Cutting off Rats' development. You can't step on the ruin. You can't advance your Mooney. I'll have the 2 warriors kill him. You can't grab that North City. And this is offensive.
Yeah,
Not so much the exact meaning of this, but you understand this is an important idea in Polytopia prophylaxis, like identifying what your opponent's ideas are and shutting them down. Yep,
yeah, and
yeah,
that's
Rats
it.
has no
Just like that.
ideas. He has nothing to play for,
He
and
was blocked off
that's what
getting
Polaris Bullet
the
is
very
like.
top.
Very short games, very short stream. So I see
That's
Infernus
what
playing
happens with
Yeti
Bullet.
Peaks.
That's what happens.
That's a technique that they've
Yeti's
mastered.
perspective. Okay, so we're getting into some sort of game here.
A game where both sides have villages? Incredible. I know I'd live to see the day. Well, maybe he doesn't have a village. Maybe he's a little too worried about this Mooney never accomplishing anything, so goes in for the quick freeze. And I wonder if we're going to see that warrior get killed or a little smack on the. Yeah. I wasn't expecting the to get smacked in that way. Thought for sure is going to be worried about not allowing that Mooney to go in and freeze the zone. But I guess he assumed. Whoa!
Well, okay, so he
He's
gets the freeze there.
yeah, he's letting Yeti freeze all of his units. I'm not sure what the plan was.
Now he's just gonna ride her up. Yeah,
The plan is just to resign, and that's how Polaris Bullet is. Very
this is why I
interesting.
like Polaris Bullet.
Okay, Justini, Justine, you gotta save us, Justini, please, please. Justini, Polaris Bullet,
Let's get past.
turn
That's the
6. We're on turn 7. We've already made it past turn 6. Let's go. And a crazy explorer. We're actually getting what looks to be shaping up to be a proper game. A lot of there should be a big contest over that city in the center of the map. But as it stands, 3 villages in the south, Justini, to the 2 up north for Dazo. Dazo's trying to take that one back in the middle, but yeah, Justini isn't working on making that happen. It's crazy to see
well
this
defended.
number of warriors that Justini has compared to, an army of some riders on the other side. I'm not sure what that warrior movement accomplished. I guess
So
Dazo
he is
doesn't
going to
have the
kill that
vision,
Mooney.
yeah. And that Mooney's let's go check on Dazo.
That Mooney's gone.
Oh, Dazo isn't streaming because he hates us. Okay, okay.
Oh,
I understand now. Well, we can
disqualified.
say nasty things about Dazo then, like yeah, disqualified. Lost your Mooney like a fool. Did you not see the Warriors? We don't know. I can't believe this guy. Worst guy I know for real.
So it looks like
Dazo,
it's going to be. Well, I mean, he can knock him off the village, but
yeah, not
3 to
for
2,
very
he's going to pick up a
long.
fourth down there.
He will knock him off, but he won't do it for long as Justini has the units to follow through. It's
Yeah.
not enough to get the land the siege if you get it stolen back immediately. Justini says it's not enough to have the units to step on the village if you get knocked off immediately. Justini also shows us what enough is, and that's this number of warriors, this number of pop-capped cities.
Yes. Just enough.
Right on time. Just enough. It's the level of exactitude and precision that we try to play with. So the two
So he's
riders are
going to
going to
go ahead
team
and
up
knock
here.
him off.
Yep. And
But he can only do that a
Justine
certain amount
says,
of times before he does stick that city.
you can do it one more time, as it is. Justini just steps on that village. The 10 and 5 health will kill, and Dazo will be left with 2 5 health riders. So he'll have to either get another unit in range there, which is difficult, or
Yeah, those forest tiles are
Justini just has
blocking.
to step on there.
Without roads, he's not going to be able to get down there with that
Need a
with
couple of
that
errands.
rider that he trained.
I have to send it like southwest or southeast if he wants it to get us smacked. Justini has some problems too, even though he's got the village advantage and has a good shot at picking up that other village as well. I don't think he really wants to step on and contest that village immediately. Maybe he does.
Oh, there you go. He does
He's
get
like,
some riders of his own now.
yeah. He's got the challenges of how do I upgrade all of these cities? A level 2 city is great for a lot, but not great for everything.
He's
Yeah,
pop
Justini
caps. Oh,
knows
he's
what's going
chopping.
on. Gives
Chopping
that
for a
rider
warrior, maybe?
access. Yeah, the
You can
warrior
safely train
earlier.
a rider.
He knows there's a rider up there, so he doesn't want it to get sieged between those two riders and the one south of the city. Also, maybe a little worried about roads coming in. He's in the business of just creating problems and wars.
If in doubt, warrior spam.
Are you familiar with the Book of Polytopia? The survival
I
guide,
am
the how to
not.
play. It's one page. It reads Rider Roads Lamau.
I
Now you know how to play Polytopia.
think that says it all.
So let's see how Dazo moves these units around. I think he can kick
Well, he's gone
Justini off the
forestry
village.
instead.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised that he got the forest southeast of that city. It would have been very nice for him to chop that one, just get his riders more active,
Absolutely.
especially onto the unclaimed village there. But yeah, Dazo
Brings those
the 5 health
riders
rider
into
of
play into that
his in
city
range.
that he would have been challenging for.
Hmm. So if he wants, Justini just after Dazo clears here, which I'm sure Dazo will clear here. But after he does,
I
if
don't think he.
Dazo does not pick up roads, Justini picks up that village. I think Dazo had a little more counter play. So, a little more gonna get his riders a little more alive, but doesn't do so. Now Justini gets the village, so perfect play for a 5 game. Looks like their techs are pretty identical too. Forestry and riders. Not sure what else Dazo has.
I think that's just it. But I don't think those two. There's two riders in the fog, right?
Yeah, the one at 5 health, one at 10 health. He's not using them to. Okay, just need to get. I don't know if
Lovely
you
ice
make
fish in
worse.
there, the most useful tech.
Yeah, I mean, ice fishing isn't so good for most of us right now. Like, getting into
Is he going to go for
springtime.
the Eye of God here? Going to get that ruin. Going to get that lighthouse, and it goes backwards.
And Justini is still sad. He looks at this and says, "That's why he didn't kick me off the village. He knew that I would get it next turn anyways, and he wants this ruin. He's going to get a veteran swordsman and ruin my life." um, there's no guarantee on the veteran swordsman, but
He's going to go and get his Garmy now. He's got the Eye of God.
Yep.
It's going to push.
Something Murphy's Law in Polytopia means that you will get an Explorer Ruin and where they would get a Veteran Swordsman. Where you would get a Veteran Swordsman, they would get a population or
What's
start
he hoping for mostly here?
What's he hoping for? Who's hoping for what? Where?
At the ruin. What's he hoping for the most? What would really help him out the most here?
I mean, I do talk a lot about that Veteran Swordsman, but really because Justini's Mooney is still alive, um, even if
He
it
just
lands a
freezes it.
siege, yeah, frozen and then killed. Okay, it looks like he got an Explorer though, so that did not reveal the
Yeah.
East Lighthouse. So kept from Eye of God. I think he would have loved, yeah, an Explorer that actually revealed both those last two lighthouses. Gets him, Capogamy with the Eye of God monument. Shows him what's going on in the position. Population star is always nice. Maybe some really nice tech. Although on only 2 cities, the star is probably just better. But in any case, we know he gets an Explorer that doesn't give him his Eye of God. And he's looking at
I
the
think
map.
Justini's going to go ahead and pick up a Gami in the most western city.
Yeah, he's got
because he's pretty much pop capped everywhere else. He can't train anything.
Yeah, he might be going upgrades on some of the cities, like the south one, southeast one. And maybe he'll just go after another level 5 city, another super unit, another gaming.
Does look like he's going to go and get the Gami.
Yep. I mean, I hope he doesn't stop at level 4.
I've seen people do it.
He said, what's better than 1 super unit? 2 super units. Daza said, that's not fair. That's not fair. What's better than 1 Explorer Ruin? Daza says, 2 Explorer. Although this one's probably going to give him a Veteran Swordsman. Way
Just
in the back.
in the most useful place. It will only take 5 turns to get into play.
Well, think about it. He's already got riding, so roads aren't too far off. And that you'll get the Veteran Swordsman all roaded in and win the game just like that. Honestly, getting a unit that'll help freeze the Gammy wouldn't be so bad right now. I think Justini, he's been eyeing this up for a while. Just goes, freezes that city right away.
Ahead and freezes, yeah.
And chops to get some more.
Oh, he wants the road again, yeah.
Yeah, you can road that rider in. Get the kill, and then do some freezing with your other Gammy. Yep, some more chops. Move the rider in for the warrior, but in either case, he's gonna free of Dawes' units, and we're never gonna know what that was in that ruin. As Justini clearing his way through this bracket with rats, probably his biggest competition, already eliminated after a series of misfortune. Let's see. So Yeti Peaks just defeated. I'm not a target. So not a target should be advancing against Dazo right now while Justini and Yeti Peaks play.
What a game. Yeti Peaks and Justini. Have we seen that in Bullet before?
I don't think so, but can feel free to correct me.
I don't think we have.
Guys.
Is this not Justini's first time in Bullet?
I don't recall seeing Justine in Bullet.
We got the fans' favourite Yeti Peaks versus Justini. This is a game that I'm looking forward to.
And the Round Tribe.
Wait, was I not streaming?
No.
You were not streaming, Dazo.
Oh.
So even if you won, it didn't count.
Good thing I lost then.
It's Quetzali. Okay, we gotta get
The game of whoever
what's
gets the
going
middle
on?
city with their defender wins. Oh, this matchup is wasted on Quetzali. We don't want Quetzali for these two.
Quetzali is peak bullet experience. It's economic. Now, listen, all the stuff, all the I've heard about Quetzali recently is because of. I say this. I say recently as if it hasn't been, so like, coming up on a year now where Drylands maps have a little bit bugged in their village generation. Because of that, there are no villages. Now we get, oh, your defender got there first. Jeez. It's been very disappointing for all the fans at home to see, I'm sure. But fortunately,
It
we're
is, though.
strong. We'll persevere. And we'll see crazy cloak play that no other tribe is going to give. We'll see the giant level 5 cities, archery, fanatics, everything, making full use of every single resource on a tiny. We'll see the greatest bullet that we've ever seen in our lives, because this map is going to be
so
kind
hyped
to
up.
us. And instead of giving us 4 villages, we're going to get 5, or maybe if we
Oh.
dare to dream, 6. As soon as
You
Yeti
just
Peak
blow
starts
my
streaming,
mind.
though.
I'm so hyped up. Let's go. And now I want to come down because Yeti is taking ages. I do like Quetzali for the sole fact that they're already starting with the branch going into cloaks. So you are most likely going to see a cloak in a Quetzali game. And who doesn't love cloak play?
A good devastating cloak is worth 1,000 rider roads, some have said.
I think you're right. I can't argue with that one.
Having a debate, a very heated, intense debate about the, well, not ethics, but why you should never play Polytopia against a YouTuber. If you beat them, they don't play the game. If they win, it's 100% a spawn win, and then they'll trash talk about how awful you are at the entire game.
Yeah. You'll have to let me know every time you're recording. If we play, if you record, I'm just going to resign turn 0.
And the debating
Well,
now.
everyone's a YouTuber now.
Everyone's a YouTuber. Come on, Justine. Show us the power.
I'm Team Yeti here. I know as a commentator you shouldn't be biased, but I'm Team Yeti here.
And I gotta go for my boy, just.
Yeti is a fan favorite. You can see it in the chat. The chat's going wild.
The chat's going wild for Eddie Peaks. The guy with more bullet streams than maybe most people.
Oh, absolutely.
Certainly
Yeti a fiend for it.
And what appears to be his first ever. He's got an absolute tear, though. Destroying rats. Oh,
What is it with
going to
first-time
continue?
bullet players coming in and going all the way? Is it going to be Justini Linguini's time?
Well, the big difference between Justini and other first-time bullet players is that he's not a first-time bullet player because he's a Nova or inexperienced. This has been a format that hasn't interested but he's good. He's like the big thing is that he's good at the game.
He
Both
is.
players have spawns. They have resources and units. One in the east, one in the west.
He's got
And the
options
question
here.
is,
Does he go? Oh, he's made his mind up.
going safe. Justini going safe, whereas Yeti crashing through the center of the map. You'd expect the opposite
Could this be the mistake?
in a defender battle like this. See like the one player like rush towards the center because Justini has the extra movement advantage after the host skips turn 0. But works out for both players. They're both grabbing a village, and it looks like we have dared to dream correctly, accurately, aptly, because I'm seeing 4 villages now, and what looks to be a 5th city up in the north. DJ, are you excited?
Is it a 5-village game?
I'm excited to find out. Now, both players taking into org because, I mean, look at this. Look at the fruit rate. Look at the corn.
Someone's going farming. Not
Oh my
literally.
gosh, it's a 6-city game. It looks like there's another one in the south. There's one up north.
Crazy.
That resource means there has to be another one up north. We're actually looking at it. The legendary 6-city game.
It's happening.
I can hardly believe it.
Hang on to your hat. It's happening.
And Justini, with that extra initiative, moving before Yeti, should be picking up that village in the south. Moreover, he's going to pick up that one in the north, too, looks like. I don't think he's going to be able to keep the village and the ruin. Oh, interesting. Oh, is Yeti going to go after a rider now? If Justini heals that warrior, he should be fine, but no rider. Yeah, Justini doesn't have the vision, though. He took that workshop instead of going for an explore on that 2nd city.
Is this where he goes riders now? Is he thinking? He's thinking about it.
Oh no!
He says no.
Justini doesn't care about the village itself. He doesn't know it's there. Oh no!
He didn't want to take the gamble.
He just okay. Looks like hunting for level 3, and then maybe he's going to go into archers, get some warriors and archers. It's going to be difficult for him to reach that northern city with archers instead of warriors. But yeah, that's the technique that Justini gave a name in his recent video, Dash Dancing. Move the warrior, pick up some vision, and then get the kill instead of just grabbing the kill. So he steps on the village to see all the resources around it, and he was always going to kill. So yeah, Yeti actually has a
save some stars there by getting some warriors.
Yeah, getting that southern village.
So he can go into archery now. There you go. He's gone into archery. He can afford to train 1 archer. Probably goes ahead and picks it up there. Yeah.
An archer now, and then another couple later on. Maybe that's a little greedy with stepping on the village. Because how does he actually capture it?
He will be threatening a siege in the next couple of turns.
How does Justini actually capture that? Now, what I was expecting to see is that defender moves up north instead of going east. So that way, if Justini heals his warrior, you kill with the combination of warrior plus defender. But now that defender's there, Justini has the option to heal and stay on that village for a little bit longer. And Yeti needs to find some way. He's got forestry, but I think he needs to find some way to actually pick up that village. Not pick up, but actually defend his village. He's delaying.
It's so far out. It's so far away from him.
Yeah, the defender's not enough. And Justini should be doing some dash dancing. We should see that warrior in the south get vision on the village further to the south.
So he will see the village in the south if he does do his dash dance.
Yeah, he might just heal, but yep, he sees the village. He sees, maybe I should move my defender there. Doesn't matter now, though.
If he brings his defender back down, he will beat him to it.
Yeah, I think he's going to move towards Rune. He doesn't want Ready to go ahead and pick up the rune. And yeah, just like I was talking about, the defender there, it would have been able to grab the ruin or help out assist with the siege up north, if like prevent Justine from doing this, force Yeti to pick up that village. But now going east, it just got hit by an archer unnecessarily, and isn't able to kick Justine off either village. But Yeti really fast turns. Justini's turn to optimize what he's going to be doing here. How does he pick up that village in the south? Now, I know he said, a little tongue-in-cheek about how we're picking teams or whatever else, but I think Team Justini is, if you're Team Justini rooting for him at home, pat yourselves on the backs. I don't see. Justini should be able to hold that village up north. He's gonna grab the one in the south, and now he's got the archers actually going. He's got his army actually moving for him.
Yeah, he's got what do they call it? The firing squad.
This isn't quite a firing squad because there are other units other than archers. But absolutely, just a ton of archers.
Take your bets. What's that ruin going to give him? I'm going to say population. Farming.
Yeah, he's not
absolutely the most useful tech in a Quetzali game.
Yeah, Justini has forestry, so I'm sure he's going to see him chop these forests before seeding that village, and then should recapture it with a combination of archer and warrior. At least he would hope that he can, but yeah, should have gone after the explorer first to know where to direct that archer. Yeti has the opportunity to kill that archer with his 2. Then the 6 health defense boosted warrior will survive a hit from the 9 health. So Justini right now, in a little precarious of a position, more precarious anyways. Yeti has more counterplay than he did the turn before, for sure.
Absolutely.
Now that he's actually able to keep that village up north, he can train a defender on the next turn, go after that ruin over in the west, and Justine doesn't have much to do about it. Now, yeah, Justine still, like, what we're seeing is a transformation of this game from decisively Justine's favor to just a slight edge. 3 cities on 3. Justini's only real advantage is that he's able to train archers everywhere, whereas it's very difficult for Yeti Peaks to go ahead and pick up anything on that.
We can only really safely train
defender.
in his capital.
Gonna go after the shot on the one defender. Or does he want to advance that archer north? He could probably do both if he moves the defender, moves both his archer and defender northwest. Kill that defender and move north. Goes after the defender without moving his archer. Whoa!
Oh, I'm not sure I like that.
I think that gets a 14 health defender on your city. That just
absolutely.
Gets
I don't think it can. He can't break it either, can he? I don't think 3 archers kill.
3 archers. I'm second guessing myself now, but like the last time I checked, didn't kill. Yeah, this is the reason you might have wanted to move both those units a little northwest. Get that archer in range to kill Yetis. 1 archer there, but yeah, maybe if the 3 health archers, all of them together, did get the kill. Certainly now that one of them is at 2 health. I think you just gave up that village. Was that like a misclick? Or was there some plan that neither of us are seeing?
Maybe he wants him to take that city to reduce his tech. Yeah. No, well, there you go. There was a misclick. It must have been.
That's a heartbreaking misclick. Unless you're a Justini fan like me. Let's go! Alright, Dazo's playing his own Quetzali game against someone who decided not to stream. Womp womp. I guess we'll check that out, and then we'll see Justini in the grand finals!
Is he playing someone called I Womp Womp?
It seems so. No, he's playing Savi.
Oh, he's got a cloak.
And the warrior has a little eye icon popping up right now, but it's not going to stop the cloak from infiltrating that capital, looks like. The warrior down there in the south will be annoying for Dazo, capturing that city, but this combination of warrior and defender will mean that Dazo gets a defender siege on that city, should he capture. Oh, there's a little eye icon right next to the... They both got cloaks. They're both going after each other's capitals. Both level 3 capitals. I don't think Dazo has a way to stop it. Yeah, he knows where the cloak is, southwest of that mountain tile. But no way to stop it with the combination of zone and control, like limited tiles, everything. So it's tough for sure. It's tough. But yeah, remember this for your future Quetzali mirrors. Defender plus warrior will help you get your defender to siege their city.
Yeah, he sets
If he
it up.
captures, yeah, like if he steps off, you just step on with your defender. If he heals, you're fine with the 5 and 15 health. Will kill a 7 health warrior. If he captures, then the 5 health and defender will kill the 5 health with the defense bonus. So all around, Dazo's going to be able to grab that village in the southeast. And
And
at
then
the
it'll
very
be
least,
it looks like it'll be a 3-2 then.
yeah, 3-2.
It doesn't seem
And they're going to make an
like
even
there'll be
trade.
any other villages. Maybe
Yeah,
one.
there is room for one in the south, but
Yeah.
no guarantee right now that it's
But if
down
we know
there.
Bullet, then it's a gamble.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that Dazo isn't even interested in capturing with the defender or like stepping the defender on the southeast city. Although that definitely guarantees he's going to hold. I think Dazo is going to be looking for a village further south, which is definitely more risky. We haven't been here the entire time, so we don't know what other units Savi might have put down in the south earlier. But if he already has another unit exploring there, that might be all he really needed to actually just keep that. So I wonder how, yeah, Dazo wants to do this. Wants to get rid of these daggers around his own capital.
Unfortunately, he can't.
Yeah. Oh, it's an eventually thing. It's not like more are coming. Yeah, gonna use the defender, go play it safe for that village. And oh my god, Dazo, you don't have time.
Dazo's weakness. Time.
Okay, well, all of his movements made it through in time. He was worrying me there. Like, have you ever watched a horror movie where they make all the wrong decisions? Just the
All the wrong
tension. I'm
decisions that
imagining
end up
the
getting you
strings and
killed.
everything. Yeah.
Savi resigns.
Yeah, the cloak attack was not enough. Savi does not have the ability to train cloaks anywhere else, losing out on villages in the southeast with another cloak that's going to infiltrate in the central city. So crazy good cloak plays, and I really want to see Dazo open this replay and check if there was another village over in the south.
Yes,
Where you
please.
gotta turn off fog. You gotta turn off fog. Yes, there was a village in
And
the
there
south.
was.
It's the 6-city Kets game. This is what I'm talking about.
I do
Freaking-
also want to see if Savi put any units down there in the fog.
Yeah, maybe one after he did go after the ruin. Okay, there was a warrior there, so good play on Dazo going for the defender to take that city in the south.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All around
Well
smart play by
played,
Dazzo.
So Dazzo was chucked into the knockout bracket by Justini earlier, but his tournament lives on. If he can win in this next round against, I'm pretty sure Yeti Peaks, and he might have another game after that as well. He'll be in the grand finals against Justini, trying to win it all back.
But Dazzo's locked in. He means business in this bracket. He doesn't want to mess about. He's locked in.
Well, the winner of Rats and okay, playing 1585-85. And the winner of that will go on to play Dazzo, who will go on to play Justine Linguini in the finals. So right now, the whole bracket is waiting for Icy Inferno versus 1585-85-85. And they're nowhere to be seen. Are they playing?
Well, they're not in any of the bullets, in the bullet channels.
Oh my gosh.
I just want to take this opportunity to say that I have almost virtually guaranteed qualification in the Coliseum.
Virtually guaranteed. Explain.
I just need to make sure that
The world's
someone
needs
doesn't
to hear
win
about
double, doesn't win it twice.
Coliseum So your
I
qualification
just need to make sure one of the people below me don't win the next two tournaments twice.
your qualification depends on other people.
If they win,
are you going to like spout their house or something?
I'm gonna join the tournament, and if I'm seeded in their tournament, if I beat them, then I'm through. Like guaranteed.
Oh, you're going to
I
beat
just need
them
to
in
not win two
Polytopia. I
tournaments.
thought you were going to, like, get a little personal about it. Make sure that they don't qualify. By any means necessary.
Whoa! This is on YouTube. I can't be saying that. I can't be letting you know my actual trade secrets.
Oh, I thought you were using like a Big Boy's telescope. For those who don't know, Big Boy's telescope is a device that allows him to watch your stream while you're playing Polytopia.
Oh, I have made an error. Apparently, I am fourth. I thought I was seventh. Never mind. I am
Well,
qualified.
congratulations on the Well Played Polytopia.
Thank you. Where's this bullet game?
Oh, they're talking to each other.
Less talking, more bullet.
Out who hosts the game, and they figured it out. They're sending friend requests right now. We're just, oh, you guys like, Wait, are we live?
I don't know. You tell me. Are we?
Are we live? No, I'm just joking. What's up, everyone? Guys, they're getting in right now. We're getting ready to play some Bullet Polytopia. I seen Inferno has added 1585-85-8 to the game. We're waiting on 1585-85-8
What a name.
to join and maybe stream.
Do you think this is a code or coordinates, or where do you think that goes? How far down the rabbit hole does that number go?
I don't want to find out. I fear for my life, my safety. Something like you can be a Sherlock Holmes type, very intelligent, learn a lot of stuff. But it's a sign of true wisdom to know. Sometimes you don't gotta know it. You just don't have to know. Knowing something, if it puts you in danger, not worth knowing. Not worth it. They're ready, but they're not. Ooh, a little deafened. A little this. They're streaming. And it looks like we have a case of the West. Icy Inferno is the West versus the South. Green Quetzali
Will the
versus
West
Lime
fall?
Green Quetzali. Or maybe Limey Quetzali.
That mountain blocking his easy access to the center is quite annoying. It slows down his tempo.
Absolutely. And we're seeing the one defender from the away player shooting straight off towards the center of the map. Now that they've identified where both of each other are, not only that, like also where they're from.
And because of that mountain, the other 1585-858 is going to be able to probably step on that village that's there.
Yeah, I've got a different set of texts from both players. Normally, you enjoy going for hunting more. Hunting gets you into archery and forestry, which are both very useful. But the only problem is Quetzali doesn't quite have as many animals as they do fruits. So in cases like this, where the one player, 1585-858, can only upgrade to level 2 immediately with fruits, they're going to go for Org, although they may not like to.
Mm-hmm.
All the same, though, it turns out Icy Inferno is a little maybe too. Is it okay to say greedy with the hunting pickup? It was the right play, not knowing the resources on the other city and not being able to upgrade with Org. Had a role to play in that. But the big thing is going to have to pick up both Org and Hunting to upgrade those two cities level 2. Because on the other end, a
Absolutely,
little
it's
more
an
free.
expensive upgrade.
So right off the bat, the defender from the one player with the tempo advantage goes ahead, picks up the central city, and these 5 cities that we're looking at are actually all the villages on the map. It can't be any more.
5-village game.
You're looking at the ruins too. Now, Icy does have better access to some of the ruins on the map. Maybe we'll be able to make something out of that. Oh, I was completely lying earlier about him not being able to upgrade with Org earlier. But uses Org and Hunting to get to level 3 on Capital. And then
But it
should
does
be
open up
another
his
level 3 upgrade
branch
next
to
turn.
archery now.
Yes.
And as we've seen, archery is very strong here.
It's archery in bullet games, archery for Quetzali. Doubles up in the ways that
Both,
it's
all the
strong.
above.
Not a question. A defender right now. Is the defender perhaps heading all the way to that ruin over in the west? We're seeing a similar thing here. You just don't mess with your opponent's defenders.
Yeah, just let him walk around. Just let him explore.
Yeah. You don't want them to be exploring, but you can't really say no about it. It's like an elephant if it just walked in on your street.
How are
You
you
gonna
going to
say
move
no?
it? You can't.
So both players going for some lighthouses, going for ruins maybe with their defenders. Let's try and pick up some vision. And Surprisingly, I mean, it is only turn 6, but both sides seem all right with this configuration. They're like, all right, your defenders can go through, whatever.
Yeah, they don't seem to be concerned about the defenders just picking up vision
I'm
and
just gonna pick up some upgrades real quick. Neither side really getting a huge army set up. I mean, again, it's turn 6. Give them some time. Give them some time. But compare
going
this to
fully
the
eco at the
last game
moment.
we just watched, Justini and Yeti.
And he picks up cloaks. Makes sense. The reason he goes full eco is so he can now afford to train one on that same very turn.
We're gonna see 2 lighthouses picked up here. The
And
defender.
that cloak is dangerous because that defender will not be able to uncover it. That warrior in the south is not going to be able to get to it before he gets to his capital.
Yeah, with the combination of units though, you're not going after the ruin. Sees that there's an existential threat actually. Saying, yeah, any tiles that you could put the cloak on now that would be in range of my capital, I'm going to be able to see. So we've seen 3 ruins so far, and they've actually all been. Looks like all of them are going to go to 85. Now this cloak doesn't seem to have all that many places it can actually go. It's vanished, and
Ooh.
yeah, the eye icon is still around the 1 cloak, but I think that's simply a glitch.
Doing a very good
Yeah.
job there, though, of, like you said, no matter what tile we put him on, it was going to be able to be spotted.
Farming room. Yeah, and make sure he sacrifices himself. Now there's only yeah, there are only so many tiles it can be on. The warrior.
You can go ahead and go
What?
behind that mountain. That's a safe option.
Yeah, they did the successful minesweeper. I'm just surprised that the warrior didn't. Yeah, he did. It was just a visual bug that he wasn't able to go after the kill. I wonder if he'll notice. Yeah, your warrior's still good.
Oh,
Forget the
okay,
kill on the
yeah.
cloak.
I was wondering why he didn't.
Just a visual bug saying that the warrior's like a little grayed out. And Icy Inferno realizing the attack is gone. I'm playing down a city. Less eco, like put everything into cloaks. Nothing to play for. Resigns.
Absolutely fair. Fair enough.
Okay. So this is now there's time to go against 15, 85, 85, 8. Now they've played before. This is going to be a revenge match after that Kiku game they had. Big thing though is that uh, everything's different now. Everything. Keep in mind
He's
that
come
everything's
into it as
different.
a better man.
Everything's different. Nah. Instead of playing as a turn 0 tribe with fishing, they're playing as a turn 0 tribe of org now. Very different kind of game.
Absolutely, completely different.
You see, instead of upgrade their capital, they use org before they go into riders, or they were both going to go into riders, and then math or
Which
archers.
is completely different. Absolutely. The variables are different, but the results are the same.
Well, I wonder. You know what? Interesting, actually, Mr. DJ Salad. If you'll permit me to say this, we've just witnessed 2 Quetzali games in a row. The one with Justini and Yeti, as well as this game between 1585 8 and Icy Inferno, where the player in the West was not victorious. Has the West fallen?
I think the West has fallen. I think so.
The West has fallen.
Absolutely. Can it be rebuilt though?
Well, we're getting into this game, and this is incredible. Look what's going on. Look at Dazo. Look at his position. Can you tell me? There's one critical weakness I'm seeing in this position. He spawned in the West.
The West.
The West is
The
falling.
West.
I don't know if he's going to survive this. The big thing is use this cool Imperious trick. If you see a field tile in Imperious terrain, you know that there is not a village adjacent to it at all.
But look at all these fruit tiles that 15, 85, 85, 8 has got around him.
Yeah, and when they pull off the scores. Yeah, 15 has everything. Like villages indicated every direction. A ruin up north too. Can go ahead and pick up a rider
gonna
now
go do
using
this
his extra
dance.
stars. Yeah, gotten from Dazo. Yep, goes after the rider. Imperious bullet after rider.
Well,
No
I'll
need
be.
to reinvent the wheel here.
You said it.
So both players picking up their riders, and yeah, there's no reason to go after the village now. Just gonna have to keep them off of that village. Well, I think Daza, goes south and picks up that village. Those farms around there indicate another village further south, that capital. But the problem is, you've given up that ruin to your opponent. Not that Daza knew about it.
He doesn't know.
They
He
split,
doesn't know
and
about it.
yeah, it seemed like the north was a little better, but we're not seeing any actual resources. Remember, forests are only counted as part of the terrain. We're interested in resources about map generation and such. Terrain's generated independently of the cities. Resources aren't. So, but we're
So
looking at
15, 85, 85 is going to go and pick up that ruin. He is going to get the that village in the south of him.
yeah. But what we're really looking at is in 15's vision. Over in the north. If you excuse the big score screen in the way. We don't see any resources like fruit or animals. There's a decent chance that there's no village up north. We don't see any field tiles which are guaranteeing no village, but it seems like there's a good shot.
So there is nothing there.
Yeah, might see an explorer. Oh, well, not an explorer ruin. Oh my. Okay. We've got a
Right,
population ruin. That's about as perfect a ruin as you could get.
Is he going to try and get a smack here with the rider? Does he think he's in range? Is that what he's thinking?
There's not a chance.
Just pull it back, really.
Just grabs rider. And that's why you love to see the population ruin above anything else. Yeti! Go home! But not with the keys, though.
How is this boring yet?
Maybe-
Is our commentary not keeping you awake?
Hold on, I gotta start increasing. Is it the brain rot levels? Perhaps. What do I say?
I'm not sure about that smack because that rider now can come in, get that smack, and is he going to be able to?
He's just trying to set up a siege on the next turn, but what's the point in setting up a siege?
It won't hold. You know he's got riders.
sent
If you look
the-
at the score, you know he's trained too.
It needs to send that word like to the village. If not to the village, that's fine, fair enough. But
Key
but
thing
you
is
need
here, he's
to-
going to pick
you
up
can't
some
you
key.
cannot grab that center city. Bro's like, it's 4 a.m., but I'm falling asleep because the game's boring. Oh my, this guy. No, but you are right. This game is really boring, and like, what's going on? The West is absolutely falling. Like, not even stepping on that village in the middle. Like, trying to get this siege that's never going to hold to work over in
No,
the east.
gets the block.
Now, okay, big advice for playing Bullet. You cannot win a game from one city. Your first objective is to secure just having two cities. You'll be surprised at how many times you can win a game that you absolutely should not. But you are never going to win a game with only one city. Sadazo's eyes got a little bigger than his army was. Uh, he was looking at, hey, he's going to like send his units to kick me off the center city, and then I'll like set up this cool siege over in the east on Mate. What a
And try and
terrible
catch
name
him
for
on
a village, by
surprise.
the way. Um, before I'm going to even get a second city, surprise, you got both of your units killed. You have one rider now. He's going to have all 3 villages. You've lost the game. The West has fallen. First
Absolutely.
priority,
And
you
that's all
cannot
she
win a
wrote.
game from one city. You will never see someone win a game without capturing a second city before their opponent's capital, unless, with very rare exceptions, I'm not going into all of them. Well, I could say like veteran swordsman or like weird diplomacy cloak thing.
Doesn't look
So
like that's gonna happen, though.
unless you're counting on getting a veteran swordsman, your first objective is grabbing that second city. 1585. Like you don't have you don't get 2 opportunities at grabbing your city like that, and that's
No.
why the West has fallen. 1585. Yeti, are you ready? It's your time.
This is these are going fast, very very snappy games. We're not seeing many. I
This
would
is
like
the
to see
bullet
more
turn-
late games.
This is the bullet tournament.
And Dazzo did not lock in. So who's next? What's who's being fed to the slaughter?
We got Yeti going against 1585, 85, 85, 8. You can look at some of their favorites. Bro, Yeti understands everything perfectly. What do we tell him?
Yeah, he doesn't understand basic English. He just
What?
clicks and makes decisions.
Oh, is it like the infinite monkey theorem? If you get monkeys on a typewriter, infinite of them. Well, if you give it a single monkey infinite time, eventually it will produce the complete works of Shakespeare.
I
And this
think
is
that's
true.
exactly what it is.
Yeah, he's just been. I mean, like the point about it is to demonstrate like infinity. Like you can't imagine monkey doing that. Like no matter how much time you give it, but like in infinite time. Well, yeah, it'll run for every single combination of letters, which does include the whole works of Shakespeare.
It's possible.
Yeah, like it's not supposed to say that it's likely or like set this up as an experiment or like double your monkeys and you'll get it faster or anything.
But possibilities
However,
are possibilities.
yeah, we still understand intuitively like the slim to none chances that there are of like doing that without just by pure random chance. But what's incredible,
Well, we've seen things happen before. We can see them happen again.
what's crazy, right, is that when we see Yeti type at his keyboard, it has the appearance of like intelligent typing, like a decision being made every time. But like we know this isn't true, apparently.
Well, we know it's random.
Yeah, it's bizarre. I really need Yeti to undeafen and listen into our conversation, but oh well. Well, because I can say all of these things, but then I feel bad about saying them behind his back. Yeah, like he needs to
I
be here
mean,
to
he's gonna
defend
watch
himself.
this
His
back.
honor.
Did he fall asleep?
He might have fallen asleep. It is 4:45 in the morning. A pet peeve
No
of mine,
excuses. It's
everyone. A pet
4:45
peeve
for
of
me as
mine.
well.
4:45 a.m. in the morning, I will hear some say. What do you mean a.m. in the morning? I'm glad it's not a.m. at night. I'm glad it's not 4 p.m. in the morning. I'm just gonna go withdraw from the ATM machine real quick. I'm just going to wait for Yeti to go ahead and accept the game. Oh wait, we actually are waiting for Yeti to go ahead and accept the game. Yeti, what are you doing?
So he might have fallen asleep. Like, no joke.
Oh, he was
No,
typing
he was
1
just
minute ago.
typing. He wasn't falling asleep. That no one falls asleep that very second.
Yeti's practicing real quick.
Yeah, he's got his database up and he's having a look at all his replays just to give him an edge.
the spreadsheet.
What I've always wanted to see in a bullet game is markets.
Markets in a bullet game. I admire your imagination.
My wonder.
Your ability. It's inspiring.
I just want to see one market, just once in one bullet game.
Certainly, like
Oh shit, he didn't
players
fall
get
asleep.
roads. Players do get roads in games.
Yeah, so there's the pathways there. You've just got to go that
get a
one
trade
peck more.
ruin, and then if they're going into mathematics anyways. Surely.
It's possible. It's possible.
Oh yeah. They're getting
Yeti
ready.
is active in the conversation right now.
We're only like another. I mean, honestly, another 20 seconds from the game starting. But I'm gonna say that we're another 50 years from the game starting.
Feels like it.
Oh goodness, it's
Yeah,
gonna
he's
take
getting
a
there.
while,
He's
guys.
opening it right now. Look at that.
He's working on it.
Growth agreement.
Does he know
That's a name.
the tribe?
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like he was going
Rah!
quite hardly
Yeah.
then. Oh, this
This
is your wheelhouse. I know. This is you. This is what you're about.
This is the only sim bullet I've actually been able to see today. Everyone else, one of the players didn't have it, quote unquote. I think they're just cowards, but
I've always wondered if people say they don't have it just because they don't want to play it.
Semanti Bullet's the best. What are you talking about?
I love watching
everyone here
Simanti
loves
Bullet. I think it's
Simanti
great.
Bullet.
Poor Reddish. He went against me, and he did not know how to play Semanti. He moved his shaman way too far out.
Oh, schoolboy error.
Then how did he win if he doesn't know how to play? Don't answer that.
He
Don't
lost
answer
against
that.
me.
Oh, he lost. Okay, well, cool.
Yeah. I was scared against him. Like, man, he got this far. He's probably pretty good. And then he walked his shaman into my range of my hexapod. I'm like, you fool.
Yeti Peaks being level 1 on the game store. It's very sad.
It's sad. Are you gonna cry?
He's just not about leveling up.
Wait, guys. Hold
3
on.
fungi?
Holy fuck.
Easy win.
It's absolutely incredible. Now, neither player has
Yeti will be
a
looking at this
lighthouse
very happy.
spawn. Yeah, just grabs those fungi, grabs 2 lighthouses, and that's already a centipede.
Yeah, that's nice. But he actually grabs border growth instead.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared for 15 over here. They do start with the fungi, so good on them. What does Yeti do? head straight towards the lighthouse. Warrior, which is fair enough for skipping turn 0. Going to see an explorer go back. Nice lighthouse
Oh,
and
nice.
nice capital vision. Does it get the
No
soft
lighthouse.
lighthouse
Oh,
too?
Everything you
lighthouse
need.
too. Oh, easy.
That's good.
Easy.
You love to see it.
Resources right now.
Yeah. No, 2 lighthouses means that with the just hunting and the number of animals on that capital, we've already got enough for a centipede over on 15 side as well. Probably
This
gonna
would be an
come out
interesting
earlier
match.
than Yetis. Yeah, fantastic capital
Insane.
vision. So still looking into the hexapods like next turn, you'd expect. Yeah, just imagining stepping on the fruit so you can step back west. I mean, you can go ahead and step on it for vision first, but yeah, and Yeti, I think, has to be a little frightened seeing, oh my god, they got vision on that south lighthouse.
That shaman is going for a walk.
Yeah, and you've got vision on your opponent, but like you know that you can't step on that village if you want to keep your shaman alive. You gotta run it back, and you want to start boosting those hexapods on your capital. Don't do it. Don't greed. Oh no, no, no! It's scaring me.
It looks like I feel like the way he's played all throughout, he is going to go ahead and step on it.
Hunting right now is kind of crazy. Running out of time. No, it's gonna force the decision. Yeah, send it back. Oh, okay.
Thank God for that.
So Yeti, for his part, I think wants step on there, and
Gets the
yes,
hexapod, trains the
hexapod
hexapod,
now.
boosts the hexapod, and now he can sit
There
back
we go.
and just fire hexapods.
Yeah, this would be interesting.
I think
Oh,
yeah, you can go ahead and do a few things, but yeah, I think you should have got a warrior before getting the centipede. Spend too much time early on thinking. Now you got 20 seconds left. Another thing, like a little quirk or characteristic about Semanti Bullet is that, oh my god, what?
Why
He
did he do that?
misclicked. He moved his shaman onto his capital instead. Oh, is he
It was
looking at?
4 a.m. game.
He wants to. Okay, he wants to upgrade
He
his
wants to push it.
capital and push his shaman, but no, you've just yeah, let the centipede like grab your only unit that can actually do anything. And you gotta buy a hexapod now. Just buy the hexapod. You're running out of time. But quirk of some anti-bullet is because of the like a lack of units that you'll see early on for at least the first few turns, and players not getting villages for a while because they don't send their shamans out to explore. Is you'll end up in these situations where you've got like no time at all. Now I don't see how Yeti's going to win this game with the centipede right there. All that needs to happen is you boost that hexpod, send it up on that like animal behind the centipede, and the shaman has to run away. Because otherwise, you just kill the shaman and then siege with the centipede, and that's an easy game. You can't send it onto that one. That one gets you killed. I needed another hexpod. Yeti does have to buy climbing, which I don't think he's happy with, but he's not. He's not losing the game immediately. He also bought hunting when the centipede
He should
stepped
have
on
been
that
buying
animal.
org there, I think.
Yeah, he's looking at the
4
fruit
a.m.
and
gaming.
upset with himself. He could have still gotten it if he stepped on the mountain in the east for the lighthouse. But he wants the village earlier, so he'll wait a turn on his centipede. He's like, I'll just get it next turn. The centipede here is going to get another segment, and it would have been really nice to see a hexpod from last turn, but ran out of time before it could happen. So still a hexpod now. Yeti's got to realize that he actually is able to train his own hexapods right now. And more than that, he wants to train hexapods too. It's good for him to get hexapods. Those are doing absolutely nothing for him in this game. Like, ever. So you take an explorer here, try to get some lighthouses. So you just go for stars, use his monument there. Yeah, you'll go ahead and pick up the East Lighthouse yourself.
Oh, just
Yeah,
missing
the way
out.
it dodges the north is not good. At least you get cap vision. So he's saving
Yeah,
his
you
monument.
can
He
see
doesn't
where
use
that
it, but-
shaman is now.
Yeah. Some dashing. What are you doing with that hex pod? Send it back to your shaman, get it boosted.
Absolutely.
Don't send it to the center where it will get eaten. Send it back to your shaman, bro. Okay.
No. Okay. So he's failed to realize.
He can, yeah, never mind. He can attack. He's fine. This is okay. If he goes ahead and goes with the centipede to eat it, the combination of boosted hexapod and centipede will kill the segment and head. Just now you can't really train a hexapod because the other hexapod there just goes ahead and you get your shaman killed. But it's not because you wanted to do that. Does the hexapod there on the city just go ahead? It shouldn't do 10 damage, right? I think it does like 8 or 9. Oh, there's no even siege of the 14 health. Okay. They say it is what it is. I think if he goes forestry and uses his Park of Fortune to, yeah. Mistakes were made. By who? We don't know. Get another hexapod. Oh man, what am I watching?
This game could have been over.
People said that symbol like no skill, no brain, or whatever else. But then the
Okay, so he's
best
forcing
bullet
him to give
players
him an option here.
who are doing
You can attack
A-okay
forward
with
of
every
these.
other tribe suddenly have a problem with sim as if it's more brain intensive. Very curious.
I like this here. He's saying, look, you can kill any of
Can you
these.
get
You
the
can even get
fungi?
a siege, but my shaman will take.
What am I witnessing? Yeti's gonna turn this game around. Because he actually has a second city. He's gonna get another centipede over in the east. His first centipede is never dying. Like he's never he's never training any more units or like getting anything else in range. Like what does that accomplish? You can't just feed your opponent kills. Yeti's
I think
Yeti's
Can
going
he
to
I
go
was
ahead and
bringing
kill
it
this
well.
centipede now?
Yeah, you can go ahead and kill that centipede too. Yeti can do a lot of things. What does he want to do? I don't know. But he's got 2 minutes to figure out something, anything.
Ino's brain is like melting.
Perhaps.
Oh
Maybe this
no.
is true. Yeah, then the 1 and the 2 health will team up and kill that hexapod.
Absolutely.
Now you just grab your hexapod, grab the fungi now. I think that's why I didn't grab the fungi last turn. But in any case, yeah, just gets resigned. Yeti Peaks wins the sim bullet. We've got
Very
grand
well
finals.
defended by Yeti there. Every
Well,
single
that could have gone
option
better.
for a kill. Yeti made sure his shaman was in range to say, look, you can kill my unit, but I am going to take your unit in return.
Justini, are you ready? Have you been preparing your entire life for this? Yes? Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Yeti can't hear me. He's ready, but we saw him just play Simanti. How could he not be ready? Start the stream. You've got IMO Bullet. And remember, it's the best 2 out of 3 Justini going in from the winner's bracket, already having won the first game of the series. He just needs one more game to win to clutch it all up.
Let's go. I do love an IMO bullet. Not going to lie, it's my favorite one.
Okay, so right now we're gonna see the matchup between 5 a.m. Yeti versus.
Roundabout similar time for Justini as well.
Is it? Holy fuck! Wait, what?
Whoa. It's just not hard. It's not hard not to swear. Do love an IMO.
Oh yeah, did you host more than one game?
I think Yeti hosted the previous one, no?
Well, then Nicholas
And
has.
so it's Justini to host the first game.
Yep, Destiny will host this IMO bullet. And I'll be real. The idea about reducing the host advantage with the one player skipping their return zero movement, IMO's not too big of a deal. You're still getting your pacifist monument before your opponent. You're not missing out on
Mhm.
a workshop earlier.
But you are missing out on tempo, unfortunately.
I mean, no one's going to recommend for IMO generally to skip their turn zero and do nothing. But it's the least bad out of any tribe.
It always comes down to the old question of do I take the chance of losing my monument for the middle city?
Justini's got the game going. He's just waiting for Yeti. Like, I'm trying to remember
Yeti
how
have
to play IMO bullet.
Justini's
5 a.m.
ready. Keen.
Yeah, and the thing is, 5 a.m. and apparently Yeti's drunk, but
Wait,
Oh yeah,
what?
Justini's
it's a
ready,
Saturday. Yeah,
primed,
no,
hasn't
he will
lost the
be.
game all day.
He plays better when his nerves are settled.
He's got 0 seconds on the game he hasn't started.
Well, he better get it started.
What am I witnessing?
Is it just not there? Did he send
It's
to the wrong
amazing
account?
how
knows?
many people struggle to get games started, considering they do this
Oh
every
my
month.
goodness. He's asking me to start the game right now. Tiny Dryland Live Game. Or IMO. Yes. I don't think I actually have Yeti Peaks added as a friend.
No way. Have you not played each other?
If we've played others as a proxy. Let me see. Yeah, I don't have Yeti Peaks added, but
Oh, it's because Linguini's account is bugged. Yeah, 0 seconds is awful. Let's not do that.
Wait, what happened to Justini?
His account's bugged, so it shows 0 seconds on his timer.
Oh, yeah, that's so weird.
what does Yeti mean? I guess I wouldn't buy. That's kind of crazy.
Speed round.
Okay, well, they're going for the Daza one. Oh, they just declined my game. Fair enough.
I think Yeti Peaks pulls us off. I think Yeti Peaks wins both.
Would
I
you
am
like to
Team
bet
Yeti Peak.
money? I see a
I
cash
don't
making
know.
opportunity.
DJ, I'll bet you 5 diamonds.
Diamonds? Diamonds isn't a
Hop on the
measurement.
server. No.
I'll do you 5 emeralds because that's all I can afford.
Okay.
Wait, but I want Yeti to win.
Wait, we can't both bet on Yeti.
I want Yeti to win. I'm not going against my boy.
$10,000 cash bet on Justini. Just need to get my
No,
lawyers
Minecraft.
here. No, not in Minecraft.
All right, well, I gotta go. If Yeti wins, tell him nice job.
I will.
I thought I was gonna make $10,000 scamming my friends and making sure that they weren't my friends anymore. I'm kind of upset, but
Why would you be upset? You're £10,000 richer.
okay, buddy. Dollars ain't pounds. Oh my god, they're starting. Oh my god. Is Justini
Yeah,
going?
we don't
Remember,
play-
to
we
skip
don't play
turn 0. He
Monopoly money
remembered to
here.
skip turn 0. The game over. Game 1. Game 1. I'm joking, of course. Oh my god, they're getting warriors and sending them towards the center of the map. And they're both saying, hey, you're not going to break your pacifist monument, right? Right? The other guy's saying, you're not going to break your pacifist monument, right? Right?
Although,
He was really
I will
hoping
point
that
out,
he wasn't in the north. But he was.
last IMO bullet that Yeti played in, he purposely broke it, and it actually turned out to be the play that won him the game.
You sure there weren't other plays that he followed up with that won in the game? It was just that.
It was mainly that because it secured him. It secured him to 2 villages in the west, I believe.
Well, we weren't there for that game. We're gonna have to see how it works out this time. You see, he's got that pacifist monument that's been racking up, getting close to all the way there. But if he doesn't go after this warrior, he's going to have a real big problem. Looking like
Absolutely.
cut off from most of the rest of the villages. 3 against 1. You got to secure that second city, like we were talking about. Yeah, he sees this, and he sees my guy's got that central city. I can hit it this turn and have a long, protracted fight where I might be able to get it at the end, and it delays me on that city in the south, or I get my monument.
There's no indicators suggesting that there's a 5th in the east. He's got archers, and now the games begin.
Archers on one side, and Justini can go ahead and pick up his own archers if he likes and get that unit, or he can look at something else. Whoa, he's not moving down further south. No, he already moved, yeah. He sees a village further in the south. There is room for another 1 village in the east. This might be a 7-city map, which is pretty good, all things considered, for how we've been seeing these Drylands maps recently. Going after their own defense bonuses, climbing on the one side, archers on the other, and yeah, that's maybe a little too much sauce with the archers getting sieged right
Absolutely, and he
away.
gets punished for it.
He's not going to lose the village, but it's not like you wanted to get your city sieged there either. Overloading your opponent with archers is good if you can do it, but the key word there is if you can do it.
Yep.
Getting yourself sieged and
Doesn't
then
look like
needing to
Justini's in the mood to do that. To let him.
I mean, about getting the archer killed and getting the city sieged, it's still not the worst for Yeti at all. Like, he loses 1 star on the siege. Okay, he'll be fine. They trade warrior for archer here, and they're keeping Justini off that village over in the south. So, not that, we prefer the archer warrior on that city, probably. But it's also gets a lot of, good things for him, and the cost isn't really all that great. So looking at what he can do, goes for Smithery, and I think the Smithery was a little too early, especially seeing with archers. If you know that Yeti's got these 3
Absolutely.
villages, trying to kick you off that village over in the south.
Well, there's
Getting
the
a giant
6.
in a few turns, yeah, it doesn't seem like it's the most attractive option.
No, it's probably just a bit too slow with these.
Not
Everything that's
nice
going on
either.
right
I
now.
mean, swordsman, what with road support, sure, but before Smithery as a late game option is all right. Now it feels like it's and I think Yeti's going to just go ahead pick up that village in the south, like muscle his way onto there. Yeah, pick up an easy kill here. Attack the 8 health. Is a full health warrior. And I think Yeti's going to win this first game.
Absolutely.
There's still a whole game to
doesn't-
be played. It does not look good for us Justini bros right now.
Ah. There you go. He's
Oh, he did get his giant, which is nice.
I'm not sure what happened there.
sounded like he was in a washing machine.
I mean, probably is. I'm looking at Justini's position and thinking, yeah, Yeti Peaks just walks on that sawmill spot with the archer, yeah. Or is he just bluffing that he has something? Like hoping that he won't advance the archer because he's worried about the giant being there? It worked.
Yeah,
You
it pulled
can't
him
shoot
back,
a
but
giant you don't have vision on, and you also can't shoot a giant that doesn't exist.
doesn't change very much. I mean, they are ranged units. You bring it forward, it's still going to get hit.
Yeah, he just wants his giant so that he can get his economy going. Like, train some other units. Like, you can't just keep spamming swordsmen from that one city. That's at level 1.
He can't afford to. So he sees there's another mountain there just by the forge being level 2.
Not do anything with that. Okay, so I guess just he's working on getting a double giant in his capital because he doesn't upgrade his second city with that Park of Fortune yet. He's trying to like wait for Yeti to make a slip up of his arches or something. I don't think it's happening. I think Justini's
No.
losing most all of his villages. But he's working on a slow conversion too. Yeah, so double giant cap. Fair enough, but you gotta send that giant, south now, just to defend this ugly, awful city.
And all the while, it's just going to get pinged.
Yep, chipped away. Lost the village in the far south. No control over that. I might even say, yes, yet gonna go into philosophy in the future. No, just because after the quick level 2 upgrades, you're gonna see an explorer here. Another workshop. This wants to
Oh, he's
get
going full eco.
higher cities, high level cities, more archers. That's the only goal. And Destiny says, wow, I have 2 giants. You have a lot of archers. Huh. 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 And
Well,
our
one of those
designer come in
one of those
soon.
giants are just completely occupied. It can't move. It can't move anywhere really at all. It has to stay there.
The swordsman will help it gain some space eventually, but eventually is not now. We've got enough stars for like 2 swordsmen on the next turn, like a level 3 upgrade in this city in the south. Yeti's just gonna keep shooting these giants. Yeah. A-okay,
It's going to get
sacrificing
very
the
hard
archer
for him to
for
get
some
killer
vision.
as well.
Surprised that you didn't see a siege on the South City. I mean, maybe I'm speaking too soon. Yeah, he doesn't have to capture that city. But yeah, no. Not going to. Just after the capture, just after training more archers. And yeah,
And with
fantastic
that,
pickup
that
on
pretty
that
much
West
secures
side
him
ones.
the Eye of God.
Oh my god, the South one too, okay. Just send one more, go in the East, and you're all good. So just doesn't have a way to get active. It's a big problem. He's got some giants, which are going to get shot over the course of a few turns before they die, before they reach any city or like significantly threaten anything.
Mm-hmm.
But he is overloading Yeti with these swordsmen as well. It's difficult to force what, but with yeah, backing them up smartly up in the north, and I'm sure we're going to see like a siege over in the south, which is going to use yeah, the giant has to unsiege there, and then what we're left with is like a 2 health swordsman. Oh
Yeah.
no, it's a veteran, so he's gonna have to use both of those units. What? Okay, I was sure he's going to shoot the swordsman. Right, because
You would have thought
it
he would have.
doesn't really matter. The 7 health swordsman like heals some, but yeah, I was sure you go kill the swordsman and leave the giant at 40 health instead of getting it down to 38. In
The
settlement.
problem he's got now is, yeah, he can whittle down a lot of those swordsmen's health. He can't train anything in that second city now because he has to move the giant away.
I mean, he's got nothing. Like none of his
Absolutely,
units can
game.
get active.
Yeah, game's over, and with that, that's
Go after
effectively
the
wiped
15.
out.
Okay. I
That's
mean,
1/5 of his army just wiped out.
I'm looking at the choice of like what units to go after, which ones to actually kill, and thinking, surely you do X instead of Y. Yet he goes for Y instead of X. I wonder why. And then I realize it doesn't matter. He just wants more archers. And Justini
Yeah,
resigns game 1.
there you
Well,
go. It was always going to be.
we've got the final round. Then Gear Bullet.
I don't mind Vengear Bullet actually.
Tell us why. Give us more.
I like the idea of the little dance with the double swordsman opening. I don't know. There's something about it that it just appeals to me. I like that both start with like barren lands. It's more of a tactical. It's more micro, and I like it. We're so used to
It's twisted.
every bullet game, and quick fire pace games, but with Wenger, it just slows it down a little bit.
Slows it down a lot. I'm wondering if we're going to see a return of the EST, GMT bracket finals of Maestro Lampe versus Reaper. They finished their series with one game. Reaper was able to take it away there with a
Absolutely.
very interesting game.
You viewers should go back and have a look at that game because that game was a very good game. Very interesting.
Justini's just constantly loading. How many games does Justini have? And I'm shocked, astonished to see 7-day games in his queue.
That's just crazy.
Interesting. And yet he stream loading. Yeah, he's giving us nothing. He doesn't want us to know.
Justini playing someone called Casually Great.
I mean, like, is there any other way to achieve greatness? Like, as a try hard?
No, just got to be casual about it.
Well, it looks like we're going to be seeing a single perspective as Yeti's trying to stream, but not loading. So we have to
Yeah, I've got
commentate
the
Justini's side.
spinning squares of death.
Stemped. Stepent. Saint Pent. I'm not really sure what Justini's capital name is, but I do like the fact that it's got those two mountains set up nicely for a little forge spot in the future.
Ben?
Stpent, yeah. Looking for a village, but instead finds Yeti over in the east. Neither player is in the west, but relative to one another, I'd certainly say that Justini is southwest of Yeti over in the east. So the question is the west, will the west fall again?
It
West
seems
fell in
like it. The
IMO
West
game.
always. The
Yeah,
West fell
West
in the
is
IMO game.
constantly collapsing in this bullet in the SGT bracket. Think about that. All right, now that
So
you've
what
done
we've
enough
learned today
thinking,
is, if you spawn in the West, it's over.
yeah. So Justini wanted to go after that. Want to lose one of his own swordsmen, without having the retaliate.
Was there
Be able to
any real
retaliate.
advantage to why he did that?
He wants to keep Yeti's swordsman away from the village in the middle of the map, and he
And
did.
he still goes back to the village after he loses a swordsman. Like, what?
And
I'm
he's
not
gone
sure
and
what's
got.
so
He's gone ahead and
confusing.
got another
He
one.
just lost. Did he?
Oh my god. So he
That's
didn't
on him.
resign, so no, he hasn't lost.
I was just like, what's he doing? He just
Oh my, very
disregarded the
confused,
village.
man. He has units in range, ready to work on the village in the middle of the map still. He's got a difficult task defending ahead of him, but it's still very possible. Getting ready to suicide that 2 health warrior in the future, probably. Or just go after the 3 health. Yeah, he wants to kill that 3 health swordsman. Probably pick up another swordsman of his own. Then he's got, if Yeti steps on, he gets the city sieged immediately. Not have the units in range to do anything else about it.
Absolutely.
So it's incredible. It's crazy how this has worked out. But no, Justini had not lost the game of believe it or not.
Their
Yeah,
economy is
might be
really,
running
really hurting with all
running
these
the
swords.
making sure that he can finish with the 14 health, or seeing if he has to get the attack in with his 9 health this turn. I mean, either way, he's got a few ways to apply pressure and take that village, but yeah, doesn't waste like I could not be an option. Doesn't have the units to back it up. Can run up to the north, which is what I think Justini is anticipating he's going to do, and he's looking over to the west, where he's going to send his 11 health swordsman in the future. Yeah, it's crazy how Yeti Peaks realized too that he doesn't have the village in the center of the map, despite Justini horribly a few turns somehow.
They're just
With
swordsman after swordsman after swordsman.
Yeah, I'm assuming Yeti's got a third swordsman as well. Maybe he's exploring over in the north. They're both village in the center, not allowing the other player to grab it. Seems like this is a map with they're both going to have themselves, and they're going to be competing over that one in the center. Now, on Justini's side, things aren't looking too great resource-wise. He does have, just for how do you break these stalemates? Well, one option, you get archers. The other option, you push for a giant.
Mm-hmm.
And this is more of the way that you're going to break this stalemate, getting a giant, than just archers. Archers kind of strengthen the stalemate just because of how far away each other's villages are. It's difficult to make progress like that. You're going to need archers for some giants. And Justini, on his side, what resources does he have that are good? If he can get some lighthouses, climbing and mining, he's got that level 2 forge spot, that's 8 population, forestry another 2, south and west lighthouse. He does have enough for a giant. It is expensive. He goes after that cap, and he wants to train another unit on that city. And you see the borders, the way that it doesn't curve around the Fog for Yeti side, around his capital. We would see that through the fog, but because there's another city
He's not streaming.
right here, we know that Yeti has that second city up there, and we know where it is, a couple hours northwest of his capital.
Absolutely, you can work it out.
Now. Yeah, yeah, definitely a mistake leaving his swordsman where he did on the north tile. I think he was trying to keep it in range of the village. Didn't want it to be blocked by the mountain, but he ends up just getting killed, which I do think is just a little bit of a blunder. I think he was saving stars earlier for archers, which he can still get a single archer on his west city, swordsman's capital. But now he's just a little more worried about. Well, one, he has to be concerned about keeping his capital alive now, which he didn't really before. No archer. He's trying to get that warrior in. He realizes that
coming
he's
in now as well. This is really
more worried about
precarious.
the cap spot. He's more worried about getting sieged. Not getting sieged. He's more worried about getting that warrior active in the game and the population cap he has on that west city. Isn't that he's going to the swordsman from that city immediately, so it is going to be just a warrior and one sector, nothing else. So Yeti's actually going to give some good value to Justini. He did lose one swordsman, but if you look at it, the other two swordsmen involved in that exchange, Justini's is at 10, Yeti's is at 8. So Justini picks up ahead on that, whereas Yeti goes ahead and probably archer. So swordsman, maybe another archer, getting rid of his own population caps. Now they just kind of sit around and form this line.
Yeah, they do the archer thing.
Yeah. Wow, interesting. I think doesn't Justini just like your pop capped on that city, not training anything? You'll just be at 9 health. He'll be at just get your other units healed while you work towards like climbing mining giant. Okay.
Absolutely. He's got some fantastic mine
run
spots.
around the warrior for look for a ruin. So yeah,
they're doing the dance. They're dancing very well. For anybody that doesn't know it, dancing around the village in the center means not capturing it.
I think there was a mistake that Steam made in picking up the kill on the archer earlier. Like, just heal the archer on your capital, save your stars, get your giant ready. I think you've allowed Yeti's units to get too active around your capital. You're really concerned about any sieges at all. Now he's got the chance to just kill your swordsman. If he does kill your swordsman, not the end, but you can kill it back. The problem is, he's probably got a bunch of archers supporting that. Starts picking away at your swordsman on that vulnerable tile there. That brings in there's other units as well. But as it turns out, wrong again.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing backing anything up from there. Just needs
a lovely veteran.
Yep, he's been preparing that for most of the entire game. Does he want to heal? Does he want to advance the swordsman? Yep, just get a heal. And now he's overloaded Yeti already. You have to pick off the center city, you have to kill the veteran sword, and then you also want to kill this 10 health swordsman, and you can't do everything. 11 health swordsman there too. We can get easy kill there. And my veteran swordsman will come in and take out one of your archers too. Meanwhile, Justini's still a lot of health. He picks up some nice vision. I think he wanted to move the vet sword the south, which is south of Yeti's capital. He wants to stay on that village, but I think that's a little greedy.
Yeah.
Like, surely there's got to be a village over in the fog there.
In the north,
got-
yeah. You'd think so. It's got to be. There's enough space for it.
That's interesting. Yeah, no mining, which makes sense. I guess. Yeah, he's 1 star short getting that upgrade. And again, Justine just knows. He knows. You can go ahead and pick up that village. He's got no problems actually capturing it. Is the village up in the north like a mirage or something?
Could potentially be. We won't know. We won't know unless someone goes up there. Someone stand on that mountain, please.
Exactly what we know it to be. Why are these
Nothing.
units not doing anything? So he does get the 1 lighthouse. I'm sure he wanted to see 2 lighthouses, but in either case, he's got the level 2 forge spot, and he can go ahead and pick this up. Use that Park Fortune immediately and get 5 stars. And yeah, saving some stars for. Oh, he can do a lot of things. The border growth to get level 2 forge spot. Pick up like an extra 2 pop. Doesn't really need border growth. Get some like cowbox or forest chop, I guess. But Justini won the battle for that center city. Is getting his first giant before Yeti, and like way more archers. Not quite as many swordsmen, but Yeti's swordsmen aren't very active themselves. And Yeti, all Justini has to do is get ready to defend his position, which he have a very difficult time doing. Not that it's going to be easy, just that it's not going to be super difficult. Like with a giant coming on the center city in long. I think he expected this to kill, but no such luck. It's a question of does he want to use that 8 of swordsman to blow and keep his archer put on the Park of Fortune or not? I would expect so, but nope, no need to keep the swordsman alive. No need to prevent a siege on this central city either. Ready for like a giant push? I'm not sure what he's going to be doing there.
He's thinking about it. Don't know what it achieves, but he's thinking about it.
Yeah, it doesn't go after the siege. More interested in this. Getting his archer healed, getting his swordsman healed. Is that like a... What was about?
Is that 2 out of 3 now, or is that just 1?
Yeah, he sees that the archer's going to kill it anyways? I don't know. Different plan other than going for Magnifery. Probably because he lacked the like I mean unless those, free fog tiles over there have a lot more than what they're letting on. Doesn't seem like it makes a whole lot of sense to go for mining. Yeah, Killer Monument, how do you want to spend it?
And overall, this is just not looking great for Yeti here.
You can drop it on the... I mean, you can make a case for dropping the Killer Monument anyways. We're gonna go ahead, put it on the capital, get another giant. I think we're going to see. We can see a couple of things. Border growth into George in Center City, which I don't really doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense, or just level 1 4 and 2. Go ahead and pick up another village, or another giant rather, not a village. Ooh, yeah, the mathematics catapult is kind of nasty, but Justini knows an empty threat. You
Yeah,
can hit me the
absolutely.
one time. That's okay. My archers are right
Still not going to
there.
do enough.
Well, you can hit the giant once, or you can back up. My archers just keep getting closer.
Yeah,
And
it's
I
just
actually
not
have a
enough.
lot of
It's
giants. Yeah, pop growth into giant right away. 2 giants to Yetis, no giants. 3 cities to giants, to Yetis, 2 cities. And Yeti resigns, which means that Justine is the SGT, SMT, SGT? Grand Champion! The greatest ever!
Woo!
He's done it. Everyone, bye.